athletic welfare. Teeth. Yellow. Unkept, uncared for. Never see a dentist. God, it's disgusting. Some of us have experiences that keep us from feeling safe going into self-care sessions, whether it's shower or washing your face, your teeth, your using a bathroom. Sometimes these places are triggers, and caring for ourselves becomes nearly impossible. And so at this time, do some things that maybe we don't do, but every once in a while we want to make sure that we're taking every precaution. So we're just using the gloves, put them on as cleanly as we can. Made a little tiny mistake there, and then we're going to use a couple of different things. Neem toothpaste, and cinnamon. Neem for healing, conditioning, aiding in nutrients, but also going away, having that cinnamon and going away from that traditional mint that we've had experienced all of our lives, oftentimes can hinder the gum's ability to defend itself. Astringent properties and bitter properties are much more inclined to assist the teeth's natural processes. And then I'm going to add a clay, and this clay is Irish moss. It is volcanic ash. It is Rahusol, and active charcoal, zinc. So I'm going to add that to my toothpaste. Just a tiny bit and add it to my toothpaste. And so at this time, what we're going to focus on is being certain to have clockwise motions and then counterclockwise motions. Outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. I want to show that my teeth are not necessarily the most whitest things on the planet, and that the charcoal is the thing that helps whiten, as well as pull out impurifications and strengthen your enamel and things like that, and conditioning your gums. And with the neem toothpaste is sort of just a carrier. Okay, and if I really felt like I had anything infectious or anything like that in my teeth after not caring for them for a while, or something to that effect, having not been able to care for them for a while, you never know what life conditions people are in. Having to depend on somebody else for care can oftentimes lead to a lack of care. And so when we are able to get full care, then we want to choose our products and choose our care in such a way that is typical to us rather than just typical. Okay? So I like to wet it first so that my product doesn't go off. So clockwise first. A nice radius toothbrush to allow for gums as well. Counterclockwise. let's undo. Undo. Now once I've brushed, I've got my first layer off, and rinse. I'm going to do it again. I want clean teeth. I want clean mouth. I want clean to wash clean. I don't want dirty to wash dirty upon dirty washing dirty. Just like my skin. Okay? Until we get different layers of cleanliness. Again, the second time is when I would add salt. And I add salt to, especially if there's any cavity or anything like that, or even if you have wisdom teeth coming in, there's no reason to get rid of your wisdom. It can be painful to have wisdom teeth, but a little bit of salt in your toothbrush and all that pain goes away. Probably something that we won't be using. Adding more. Brushing. Counterclockwise. Being gentle. Washing the tongue after. You usually want to have something different to wash your tongue. You don't want to do it with the same thing. But in times of chaos care, combating chaos, do we always have all the tools that we need? Sometimes we don't even have a toothbrush. So let's not assume that just because one person has something, that it's the standard that everybody has something. Yes, you want to have a different tool to wash your teeth as you do your tongue and scrape your sides of your mouth and the roof of their mouth. You want to have something different. But if you don't, simply rinse your tool and make sure it's clean and use some hot water. Wash. And rinse. Don't be afraid to take the time that it takes to do the things. Nobody says we all are in prison, we only get 3-minute showers. Sometimes you do. So know how to do it in that time too. Okay? So, then, I want to talk about, sort of being careful further with your, at this time when we're taking care of ourselves, being even more careful, to do more care, to your face is full of tension, and you don't want to constantly feel like, argh, like that's what, and you don't want to have that expression here about that. So oftentimes you can see the heaviness over one's face. You can see the darkness in their circling around their eyes on the outside, but also on the eerie. You know, you can see when somebody is battling darkness, and you can see when they're full of themselves and light, and they know exactly who they are and where they are. So it's one light can diminish another's light. It is true, you know. Somebody who gets off on anger and the destruction of another person's character is going to be full of light during that time. It's going to diminish or confuse somebody who is full of good intentions but is being battled against. So you want to always not necessarily think of light as being just simply good. Light is power, just like dark is power, and dark can weaken you. But when you feel that you battle darkness with your light, though it may be dangerous to another's light, can gain that power off of somebody else's darkness. So it is very important to comprehend the difference between light and dark. Okay, and so one of the things that I like to do to keep the darkness away from my visual face, meaning that if I am battling somebody's light that happens to be attacking me and making me feel dark and shoving me into the darkness, I don't want them to see that on my face. I don't want them to be aware that I'm battling. There are times when I won't be able to defend myself and I can't hide what I'm battling, but there are other times where I'm prepared for battle, and even in the brightest light I shan't be confused about what I see. Okay? So one of the ways that I do that in the caretaking of my teeth and things like that is to take it one step further and do some craniosacral therapy on myself. I know that I need my chin up. Hopefully when I'm washing my teeth, I have my chin up. Okay, no, we don't like to see in our nose, but who cares, right? Anarchy wellness, we don't care about beauty and stuff, we care about wellness. Okay? And push outward. And go inside and push outward. And we start from the back and we come to the front. Up. All the way. So know if I have a headache, or if I have tension, or if I have sort of contrasting vibes, that I can get rid of it. I know how to get rid of what gives me pain. If I have, you know, I know coming down like this and combing the fibers of my muscles, driving it forward, combing the fibers of my muscles and driving it forward. Okay, this is going to wake up my whole face because there's so much energy right here. There's so much work being done and so much energy that it just all gets carried tight there, like your knees or your elbows, carrying anger and frustration, and you just want to drive it all down and brush forward gently. Again, just kind of waking it up so that the pressure, that the deep pressure that you just did doesn't sort of bruise or anything like that. Okay, so there's skincare wellness all the way through, from teeth to bone to front skin and all that good stuff. Okay, Anarchy Wellness. Take care of yourself during the chaotic times. Make sure you have the ability to combat your chaos with care.